Is it recording right now?
It's just recording.
Oh, okay.
Still riding a high right now. It was just an incredible season.
You again to catch up with my brother, see my oldest friend.
Taking the pads off. Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And we want to stick
It's been too long. I just can't wait to see you. It's been too long. Oh, see your face again. It's been too long. Just can't wait to see you. So stay a while and have a drink on me.
Welcome to Gillette Stadium, home of the New England Patriots and New England Revolution for today's Division 7 football state championship game between the number 1 overall seed Uxbridge Spartans and the number 6 overall seed Amesbury Redhawks.
Uxbridge hunting for their first Super Bowl in 31 years. Last time they were was in 1991.
Everybody wants to beat Uxbridge. People knew after last season that we were going to be good this season.
It felt like I was playing in a real professional game.
Back, they pitch it out to Sanchez, tries to hit the edge and gets the edge.
If one kid doesn't do their job, it all falls apart.
You are better than that.
I was ready for a dogfight as soon as they scored.
Oh, we gotta be violent, right? Violent when you get to the ball.
You guys are living it right now. Like, it doesn't get much better.
Our mantra sort of became, as the season grew, let's take this one game, 1 week at a time. It wasn't new to me. I have coached on Gillette with a previous team, which was a completely different set of circumstances, different time. So right away, walking off the field, this was different. Have told these guys 1,000 times as the season unfolded and went on that, you know, I had nothing but belief in them and what they were about to accomplish. You know, you never want to get ahead of yourself, you know, and the pressure builds. The first place and moment that emotion hit about actually going to Gillette was after that Clinton game. I took a deep breath as the players were kneeling after the game, as I do, you know, so often, ready to say my words of encouragement or my critique of the game, and I sort of paused.
Hey, that's a great!
We fought, okay, battled back and forth, okay, we never gave in. Right after that big strike back, okay, and we kept coming at him. I think that was the moment where I realized, after I told them, we did it. We're going to Gillette. We got one more.
Welcome back to the booth. We are moments away from kickoff. Thatcher, I have never been more excited in my life, I don't think. What an atmosphere.
I'll never forget the feeling of stepping on the field. Because, like, it's the Patriots Stadium. Not a lot of people get to step on that field. As soon as we saw the field, it hit really hard. Like, not even stepping on the field, just see it. You get butterflies in your stomach immediately. And it took a while to go away, but once we started warming up, it went away and it was just time to lock in and play.
The first thing I thought was, this is where Tom Brady played, so this is going to be pretty cool. Leading up to that game, we took a lot of time to focus on what we needed to execute in that game. So it was a pretty amazing feeling because we have yet to play that long into the year. So It was pretty cool to just finally get out there and know what we were playing for.
Two receivers near side here. Kellen Oshpel setting the tight end in blood motion. It will be a keeper. Kellen Oshpel trying to push his way through, and he walks into the end zone. Spartans on the board first.
Kellen LaChapelle,
touchdown, 6-0 Spartans.
I love Kellen. Kellen is, you know, he's their guy on offense, and he's an unreal player to play with. I mean, I wouldn't trade my time with him for anything else.
I love Kellen. He's a freaking great kid. I have a special bond with that kid. It's unbelievable to coach him. You talk to him, he makes eye contact, he listens to you. If he doesn't agree with you, and sometimes he doesn't, he'll tell you, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, kid's a very smart kid, very sharp kid.
Kellen Oshpel setting Cameron in motion. He will fake it, running up the middle, and here we go. Kellen Oshpel has it on the near side. Put 6 more on the board.
All 11 kids have a job to do. And if one of them doesn't do it, everything breaks down, defensively or offensively.
The offensive and defensive lines are foundational to how, you know, your offensive defense operates, you know, and so everybody plays a different role.
I just want to win, really. That's the biggest thing. I'm a very competitive person, and that's just what I want to do. The community was great. They really supported us throughout this whole season, and we felt that. And we honestly knew that we had to win it because Uxbridge hasn't won in so long, so we wanted to give something back to the community for what they've done to us.
There's so many emotions that are going, you know, through you at that time.
You are better than that, Sweeney. God damn it, we went over it all week.
I kept saying to the kids, you know, especially the defense, like, stay the course. Don't get off track. Keep doing what we do. You know, they're going to make plays. They're a good team. They have all year. That's a team that averaged about 40 points a game.
And the first half comes to an end. Spartans jump on top here in the first half. They will take a 20-8 lead going into halftime.
Uxbridge 20, Amesbury 8.
Hey, still got a lot of game left, boys. Go. A lot.
Let's make sure that we're calling protection to the shallows so that you can step up into it and see it. You need to be a robot, a soldier, a robot. You cannot do your own thing. What we need now is a deep friggin' kick. Okay? We need a stop and another score.
You know, as a head coach who's going to address the team at that moment, you know, I think I have to evaluate the room, you know, in that silence, because the last thing that you want to do is get in there and start ripping your athletes, your players, and set a pretty negative tone for the second half.
You gotta be violent, damn it, right? Violent when you get to the ball. If you're the second guy in, you put the thing on the ground. It's time to sprinkle a little bit out there, okay? You saw them, they already coughed it up once. We had 4 guys around the football, we didn't come up with it. Shit happens. Get the next one. Punch it out, get it on the ground, get the ball. Okay? Very easy. And when you get there, you gotta wrap up. You gotta have bad intentions when you get to the ball. Bad intentions. Wrap and run your feet. Don't do your own thing. Do not.
We were still serious, but we were all relatively happy because we had the lead, but we knew that the game wasn't over and there's still much more football to be played.
Another half of football, you guys walk out of here state champions. One more half. Play the best half of your life coming up. Best half of your life.
We might want to run counter without the jet because the jet's making them step to it. Yeah.
Because we told them, empty the tank. You know, leave everything on the field because this is it. Go win the second half. Look, we just won the first half. We got a whole nother half of football. We got to go win the second half.
We had to stop their 2 best runners who broke for touchdowns. I just remember us getting up, strapping our helmets on, and I was like, hey, I looked at the seniors and I was like, we have 1 half left of high school football. I was like, we can't go out with regrets.
On 3, 1, 2, 3, family!
Halftime here at Gillette Stadium. Spartans up 20-8 over the Redhawks. And Thatcher has the stats for us. A good first half for both teams, but the Spartans offense looking dangerous here. Thatcher, what do we have for stats?
Oh, LaChapelle, 115 rushing yards so far this game.
On only 9 carries as well. That's impressive.
That is very impressive.
Kel Noshpel is propelling this Spartans offense. As kickoff is moments away, we will see you then. Officially now underway, Luke Esposito kicking off. Spartans a 20-8.
Every single play, you could tell everyone tried twice as hard, 3 times as hard. They put absolutely everything into it.
We were going to go into that game at all costs. We were going to get that trophy, bring it home, bring it to Uxbridge.
I will say this drive, like I said, has been impressive, but taking almost half this.
Another run by Sanchez who splits right through. And how about that? A 1-score game after Michael Sanchez gets into the end zone for 6.
Once they scored that second touchdown, the run up the middle, I remember they scored the run up the middle. They turned 20-14 it was. Then they scored the 2-point conversion, and I just called everybody over on the kick return team, and I was like, if you guys block for me, I'll take this. And they did, they blocked for me, and I took it down to, I don't know, like the 30 of the other side of the yard line. I just locked in.
As a defensive coordinator, I was in that moment when they scored to get to 16, to bring it to within 4 points. I was pretty upset.
We were all scared, but because we were just mentally shut down at that point. We just had to re-get back in the game and focus as a team.
They try an onside kick, and it is recovered.
The play after they scored, that onside kick attempt, when my hat dropped to the floor, because if Ben Reardon doesn't get that onside kick, they get the ball, they get out and score.
Yeah, that was huge to recover that onside kick. And like you said, I don't hate the decision there by the coaches for Amesbury to go for that onside kick. If they got the ball back there.
Can't even imagine what would have happened.
I just remember we were getting into our victory formation, QB kneel, and I remember seeing Matt, who was hurt pretty much all of the playoffs, Tommy, who got hurt, Braden Camuso, who got injured, seeing all of those guys who have been playing since they were sophomores and huge factors to our team, running out to get on the field for the final few snaps, it kind of meant a lot seeing those guys.
As we approach 30 seconds to go, one final knee will do it for the Spartans.
Everybody was happy. You couldn't find anybody down or anything like that. It was just great.
The Spartans will be your Division 7 state champions.
Not only to be able to coach on Gillette and win a state championship, but to get to actually hug your son on the field at that, it was a pretty, not only as a coach, but as a father too, it was a pretty cool feeling.
My biggest thanks goes to Coach Creighton for taking me in to his defense, and he just put me in there. I didn't learn from anybody. He just threw me in there because he trusted me.
I'm extremely proud of my teammates. They have done everything they can, and they put in so much work that nobody sees behind the scenes. It
kind of felt like it was a dream almost. I kind of realized halfway home on that bus ride that this is the last time I'm going to be on a bus with these guys celebrating a win. And the last time any of us would be on pads, so we kind of took a moment and took all our pads off, our shoulder pads off at the same time, to kind of just symbolize that ending.
I remember I was holding on, one arm around one guy, another the other. We were singing along almost in tears. It was really awesome to be there and to share that moment with them.
To the place I belong.
turns green where you water it. Gotta give just a little bit, even when your universe is upside down. Feel good for the hell of it, feet up on the ottoman. Cause what goes always comes back around. Nothing lasts forever, yeah, I promise it gets better. You gotta believe it so you see it. Life is sweet like honey, you can't take that from me. You gotta wake up, smell the roses under your nose. That's how it goes when you're not in a hurry. You forget your worries, time goes on and on, and you're right where you belong, yeah. Life is sweet like honey, honey. Life is sweet like honey, honey. Sometimes all you gotta know is when it's better just to let it all go. Don't hold what you're holding on to if it's not for you. It's the simple things, like a day when it's sunny. You know I don't need much. Forget the money, you know happiness don't cost a thing, right? Life is sweet like honey.